Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey. Today, we're continuing Brand Spotlight, my mini-series where we look at fashion brands through a bigger lens. Not just what they sell, but where they came from, what they believed in, what made them stand out, and why some brands stay powerful for decades while others lose their edge. Some luxury brands are designed to be recognized immediately through logos, signature prints, bold colors, or dramatic runway pieces. The Row has built its reputation in a much quieter way. Its clothing is understated, its branding is subtle, and many of its best-known pieces look like familiar wardrobe essentials. A black coat, a white shirt, relaxed trousers, a cashmere sweater, or a simple leather bag. Yet the Row has become one of the most closely followed and influential names in modern luxury fashion. So how did a brand known for such restrained designs become so desirable? And what makes people willing to spend thousands of dollars on clothing that can appear incredibly simple? How the Row began. The Row was founded in 2005 by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. The idea reportedly began with the search for the perfect white t-shirt, with close attention given to fabric, construction, fit, and the way the garment sat on different bodies. That idea eventually developed into a small collection of elevated wardrobe essentials. Barney's New York picked up the early collection, helping introduce the label to luxury buyers and fashion editors. The name, The Row, refers to Savile Row in London, a street known for traditional bespoke tailoring. From the beginning, this reflected the brand's interest in precision, craftsmanship, and clothing, shaped by construction rather than decoration. Although its founders were already internationally famous, The Row gradually developed an identity separate from their entertainment careers. Instead of building the label around their celebrity image, the clothes were allowed to become the main focus. Celebrity-founded brands are often met with skepticism, especially when they appear to rely heavily on an existing name or audience. The Row followed a slower and more controlled path. It did not place its founders in every campaign or use their names in the label itself. Instead, the brand continued to refine the same ideas season after season. Exceptional fabrics, relaxed tailoring, restrained colors, and everyday clothing made at a luxury level. Over time, the Row gained recognition across women's wear and accessories. It gradually became less associated with the idea of a celebrity fashion project and more widely accepted as a serious luxury house. What makes its growth interesting is that the brand did not succeed by constantly reinventing itself. It built its reputation by developing a very clear design philosophy and staying consistent with it. The Row's design language. The Row is often described as minimalist, but its style is really built around proportion, texture, volume, and movement. A coat may appear oversized, but the shoulder placement and length are carefully considered. A pair of trousers may look loose and effortless, but the rise, width, and way the fabric falls have all been precisely controlled. A sweater may seem simple, but the weight of the knit changes how it sits on the body. The collections frequently include long coats, wide trousers, relaxed shirts, soft knitwear, simple dresses, loafers, sandals, and ballet flats. The color palette usually stays within black, white, cream, gray, brown, navy, and other muted natural shades. The clothing feels comfortable without looking overly casual. There is often a balance between softness and structure, giving the pieces a polished but relaxed appearance. This is also why the Row's style is frequently copied. The individual pieces may seem easy to recreate, but the exact proportions, materials, and construction are often what make the original designs feel distinctive, more than the quiet luxury look. The Row can be difficult to fully understand through photographs alone. On a screen, a black coat may not look very different from a more affordable version, and a simple cashmere sweater can appear like any other neutral knit. This is partly why the brand became so closely connected to quiet luxury, but its focus goes beyond simply wearing beige, choosing neutral colors, or avoiding visible logos. The real emphasis is on fabric, proportion, construction, weight, and movement. Much of the difference is meant to be experienced in person, through the way a garment falls, the quality of its finishing, and how it feels to wear. In a fashion culture built around instantly recognizable images, the row asks people to look more closely. Its version of luxury is less about making sure everyone knows what brand you are wearing and more about how the clothing feels to the person wearing it. Why is the row so expensive? The row sits at the highest end of the luxury market. Its coats, bags, shoes, trousers, and knitwear can cost several $1,000s, placing the brand alongside much older European fashion houses. The prices are often explained through premium materials, specialist production, careful construction, and relatively limited quantities. But because the designs are so understated, the cost can feel especially surprising. For loyal customers, the lack of obvious decoration is part of the appeal. They are paying for fabric, fit, quality, longevity, and discretion, rather than a highly visible logo. For critics, the pricing shows how exclusivity and luxury branding can turn simple wardrobe staples into expensive status items. The truth may sit somewhere between the two. The row may offer exceptional materials and construction while still charging a significant luxury premium. The Margaux and Accessories. Accessories helped make the row more recognizable to a wider audience. The Margaux became one of the brand's most famous bags. Its softly structured shape, discreet hardware, and lack of large branding made it a symbol of understated luxury. It has sometimes been compared to the Hermes Birkin because of its price, limited availability, and popularity among celebrities and fashion insiders. However, its appeal is also closely connected to the row's own design language. It is recognizable to people who closely follow fashion, while still appearing like a beautifully made but relatively simple leather bag to everyone else. The brand has also gained attention through its tote bags, loafers, ballet flats, sandals, and smaller leather accessories. These pieces show how the row can turn familiar designs into desirable luxury objects through materials, proportion, styling, and scarcity. Celebrity appeal. The row is frequently worn by celebrities, even though the brand is not strongly associated with a traditional ambassador strategy. Zoe Kravitz, Jennifer Lawrence, Kendall Jenner, Michelle Williams, and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley have all been photographed wearing its clothing and accessories. These appearances often feel like personal wardrobe choices because the same coats, trousers, shoes, and bags are sometimes worn repeatedly rather than appearing only once for a campaign or red carpet event. Zoe Kravitz has become especially associated with the brand's relaxed style. Her outfits often combine loose trousers, simple tops, flat shoes, dark sunglasses, and understated bags. This gives the row visibility without allowing celebrity promotion to become the entire identity of the brand. The row has become influential by making restraint feel powerful. Its clothes do not depend on loud logos, bold prints, or dramatic trends. Instead, the brand focuses on fabric, construction, proportion, and the small details that change how a garment feels and moves. The row has created a clear and recognizable vision of modern luxury. In an industry built around being seen, the brand has made people curious about the details they cannot immediately notice. What do you think of the row? Do you see exceptional craftsmanship, clever luxury branding, or a little of both? I'd love to know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.